welcome to Homeplate. I'm back in the kitchen with my great friends Amy and Christina. Thank you guys for joining me again.
Thanks for having us.
Well, I'm trying to pull them over to my side, and I'm going to show them how you can make a fabulous meatless meal for your entire family. And even with a couple extra tricks, I think your husband won't even mind. What we're going to do is make a black bean burger today. We'll get started. I've already prepared the black beans. You can buy canned black beans, but in order to save money, what you may want to do is buy dry beans. You can go ahead and let your dry beans sit in a bath overnight, and then the instructions are on the back of the packet. And then what you do is put the dry beans in a pot with a bay leaf. Let them cook down very low all day, and then you'll have your dry beans all prepared. But what I used today were canned dry beans. That's an option for you too. Christina, I'm gonna have you mash the beans for me. I'm gonna just put a couple in there, a couple scoops, and if you go ahead and start mashing, I'll keep adding some ingredients.
Okay. And what we do here is we put a damp towel underneath the bowl. That way the bowl doesn't slide all over your counter.
And we have Amy. Amy's observing at this point because we have her making our topping for us today. She came up with this awesome idea for us to have guacamole on top of our black bean burgers. So we are going to show you how to make that in just a few minutes. We're just going to use a little bit of it. A new thing, eating vegetarian, what I really miss is like that smoky flavor from bacon and from steak and from chicken. But what I found is an alternative, and it is a smoked paprika. And the smoked paprika gives you that same type of flavor and that satisfying feeling.
Now, where do you get that?
You can get it at your local grocery store, just in the regular aisle. And I'm gonna put about 2 teaspoons of the smoked paprika in here. I know that most people, a lot of people are watching gluten intake, but for this meal, gluten, we actually add wheat gluten to the meal, but it's also something you can leave out. Plenty of times I've left it out. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of wheat gluten, and Christina's just gonna keep mashing it up, and that makes it more of a burger consistency by doing that.
This cayenne smells amazing.
Doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. That smells great.
And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of dried breadcrumb. Well, actually I'm going to add 1. It'll depend on what your beans are starting to look like. You're going to add just a pinch or 2 of salt, a little black pepper. Amy is going to go ahead and add about 1/4 of a red onion. And since Amy is in control of the knife down there, we're gonna have her go ahead and, excuse me for reaching over you, Christina, have you just chop up a couple sprigs of cilantro. You can add parsley to this or any other type of fresh herb that you would like that's in your garden. I really like the taste of cilantro. It makes a bright, fresh flavor, so I use this. What I also do, is, again, if there's extra vegetables in your refrigerator, I add those to my black bean burgers. So I often use shredded carrots in there. Sometimes I'll use spinach. Just whatever is available, I throw in there and have my family eat it. They don't know any different. No, they love it. They love it. It's great. We are going to go ahead and form our patties. We've all washed our hands, and we've all got them a little damp also to help you form the patties. Beans are a great source of protein because when you remove meat from your diet, you do need to make sure that you're balanced in your diet. So I can scoop it in your hand for you, or you can scoop yourself. Come on, ladies, let's have fun. Looks great, doesn't it?
Kindergarten
The
again.
consistency is really nice to work with, Stephanie.
I think so too.
It's not too dry or too wet.
And also, if you like to have more chunks of beans in there, you can do that also. So there, we have 3 patties there. I'm going to go ahead and add the last burger here. Slide it off gently, put it in the pan. What I did before I added the burgers, I just sprayed it very lightly with some canola oil. Sometimes I use extra virgin olive oil, but a lot of times I don't like the heaviness, so I just use a little oil. And then my dry breadcrumbs, I sprinkle just a tiny bit amount just to get a little bit of extra moisture out. It smells so great in the kitchen, doesn't it, ladies?
Oh,
Amazing.
Well, my friend Amy has a great idea for an avocado topping. I think it's something that Ted, your husband, likes.
Oh, yes, he does. He loves guacamole. And Avocado goes great with the black bean burgers. So what we're going to use is, of course, a softened avocado. We'll use some lime juice, fresh cilantro, a little bit of salt, some garlic, and some cream cheese just to incorporate all of the ingredients together.
Great. Do you want us to start and help you out some?
Sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
Got a little cilantro chopped already there.
Okay.
We'll just need to cut the avocado. Now what we'll do here is you just kind of go through the softened avocado to get it started, and you'll see how it just opens up so easily. You can just kind of twist it. And to get the seed out, you just kind of hit it with a knife and twist it, and it comes out really easily there. So you can just use a spoon to scoop out the softened avocado into your bowl. Just go right around inside there, and it just kind of falls right out.
Great.
Just nice and fresh.
And how much lime juice would you like for me to add?
You really only need probably about a teaspoon of the lime juice.
Okay. Add about a teaspoon.
Yeah, looks
Okay.
great. And just start mashing it into the bowl here.
And then I'll go ahead and add the cilantro.
And do you want the garlic?
Yes, go ahead and use that great garlic press that you used earlier. It really helps.
Do we need an entire clove?
How about half of that?
Okay.
Clove? Yeah. Just since you have one avocado, it might be a little strong to have too much here.
Come on, Christina, you
I'm
can do
trying
it. You
to
can
use
do
those
it.
muscles. There we go.
Think about yourself lifting those babies.
Let me tell you. There we go.
Christina has the cutest little boys, let me tell you guys.
Two little boys, Frank and Vinny.
Yeah, they're
Just
awesome.
gonna add a little bit of salt, maybe about a half a teaspoon.
Okay.
And we're gonna use some of this cream cheese too. I would say just probably about 2 tablespoons will be good for this one avocado.
Now I've done this before. If you don't have cream cheese at home, you can use regular cream cheese. You can use a vegan cream cheese. You can also use mayonnaise in this recipe. So whatever you have in your kitchen, don't run out and buy all new stuff. Just you can incorporate some existing ingredients. It looks great, Amy. Now I like mine smooth sometimes, and sometimes not as smooth. How did you like yours,
I like
Christina?
mine with a little bit more texture.
Yeah,
Texture,
a little
do you-
chunky. I
Okay.
think this right here looks like a great texture
It
for
sure
our black
does.
bean burgers.
All right. It took probably about 3 minutes per side for us to get the burgers done. And everyone knows people eat with their eyes first. So when you look, it looks like a real hamburger to me. But the trick is there's no meat in it. It's just the beans. I'm going to add a little bit more guacamole, and I'm going to ask you ladies if you want to go ahead and grab one.
Sure,
Want to
looks wonderful.
grab one? And then we'll give them a try.
Good.
Isn't that good?
It is very good. And the creaminess of that avocado, it really tops the burger off.
I think so too. I like adding the cream cheese. I've never done that before.
Incredibly tasty.
I think so too. I love the cilantro. Everything's really fresh, light, crisp. I had to get 2 bites. It's really, really good.
It is so good.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us,
It
Stephanie.
was our
You're
pleasure.
welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. If you'd like to get this recipe, you can visit us online at metromonthly.net. Again, thank you so much for joining us.